welcome. Yeah, the nails are still not done. Welcome to your weekend extended exclusive. Yes, we're here. We're doing this on a Saturday midday rather than Sunday at midnight. So hopefully it is of use to you guys. So I'm gonna just do the tiny Buddha first, because it seems that if I put it at the end of the reading, I actually forget to read it at all. So let's go ahead and do today's tiny Buddha. And the way the calendar works, by the way, is you only get one message over the weekend. So this is for both Saturday and Sunday. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm recording, but it says on the bottom Father's Day, and I'm like, oh no. Don't worry, I got it handled. Jesus. Okay, it says, it's our Lord and Savior. It says, if you find yourself rushing through the present, focusing on the future, and not enjoying your daily life, it might help to try these small changes for yourself. Fully immerse yourself in what you're doing instead of multitasking. Try a new hobby to create more moments where you're engaging in something fun, and practice saying yes to things that you normally wouldn't. This will push you out of your comfort zone and allow you to discover new things about yourself. It's a lot easier to live in the now when you feel blissfully alive in the now. That was by Katie McCrary. And what really jumped out of me is practice saying yes. And that is something I'm doing in my own life right now. Totally stole it from a Taylor Swift song. It's called The One. And she's like, I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. Oh no, that was horribly off key. But my point is, that is a challenge we have to bring to our own table, is when we decide that we're willing to start tiptoeing out of that comfort zone. Say yes instead of no. Why not? Try it on. See if you like it. All right. So the very first thing I'm going to do is we're going to pull a spirit message from Gabby Bernstein, and then we're going to pull a prayer message from the Divine Beloved. So I put a pretty chrysoprase right there. Isn't that nice? I can't believe that natural color comes out of the earth. Think about what the hell we're missing. Somewhere on this planet is the buried city of Atlantis, filled with quartz and crystals. And yes, no, I did not do drugs this morning. That is just the way I think. I need to get you guys a new tablecloth today. So, taking final requests on tablecloth, because the coffee stains are everywhere at this point. You can tell I like my coffee. I do not drink alcohol, so I am a coffee-aholic. Now, catch me out on a night out in Amsterdam. I'll be having fun. But that's Amsterdam or California or Colorado. Okay, you guys had two cards come out. We have Hope is the Conduit for Miracles. And I surrender to a power greater than me. I love both of these. These are some of my favorite messages. Oh gosh. Hope is the conduit for miracles. It is when you are open to receiving, which hope gives us that window of opportunity. When we're open to receiving miracles, miracles will happen. Now, what I will say about miracles is the odds of your miracle coming true will increase exponentially if you are meditating and praying for the highest good of others in your environment that also are in need of a miracle. It's that selflessness and that humility that really pushes the universe to favor us. And then with I surrender to a power greater than me. Hello, AA. Yeah, AA in the house. That is what we live our lives by as recovered alcoholics, and I think it should work for everybody. The moment we let go of ego, and it's damn hard, and I hope there's no children watching because I've cursed about 4 times now today. The moment we let go of that ego, that bit of us that is holding space for resistance, and we just surrender, give it to your higher power. You know, it feels good. Okay, it feels good. Like, we shouldn't be holding room for resistance. If we're resisting the surrender, that tells me we're still in fight or flight mode, and you cannot live your life that way. I've tried 10 years trying to live my life in fight or flight, and no. Eventually you're going to have to feel those feelings, process them, move forward appropriately. And the easiest way to do that is not to fight for it, but to surrender to it. Let the universe take control. That is your higher power, unless you prescribe to a religion, and I respect that. And then in which case it would be your God or gods. Okay, so we have 2 prayers come out from Divine Beloved. Lately, the doubles are kind of intense. I'm wondering if it's me shuffling bad, but I don't think so. Okay, so we have nurturing. I am a spark of divinity. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel for your love. Fill me with gratitude for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in any way. Yes. This is something I need to implement in my own life. I'm just gonna go ahead and like put this here as a suggestion. If you are struggling with nurturing yourself, order a rhodonite palm stone from me, you guys. They're only $10, way cheaper than a crystal store, because rhodonite is a nurturing energy. But I struggle with body image. I mean, my gosh, I've put on a lot of weight this year. But the thing is, we're supposed to treat our body like a temple. That way we're able to love our body. And that all starts with self-love and care. And even I have to work on my self-care game. Okay, so we have heart for your next Divine Beloved prayer. It says, I allow love to lead. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can allow love to lead my life. May I offer myself completely to the highest, so all may occur as needed. Grant me peace and contentment wherever I am. Use me for the greatest good. Yeah. So visualization can be really helpful in terms of like leading from a place of love. You might be asking yourself, how do I do that? Well, one way to do that is to visualize. So oftentimes when I'm struggling to make a decision from a place of love, I imagine that green, beautiful heart chakra lighting up and expanding outside of my body, and that decision is then safe to be made. Just an idea. Okay, let's keep going. I'm feeling this reading, you guys. Let's get a Starseed Oracle. Okay. One of my favorites. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay. You're trying to achieve something that feels impossible is what I'm getting at here. It's like you've never been in this situation before. You want something very badly to work out, but you're going about it the wrong way. You're holding space for resistance instead of surrendering to the things you can't control. And what's happening is we're not taking care of ourselves, and we're blocking our heart chakra because we're so scared we're gonna lose this thing that we're 8 of Swords right now. 8 of Swords means self-imprisonment. So what Spirit wants you to understand is that nobody's done this before. So were you given an instruction manual to study? No. So should you be beating yourself up and being hard on yourself right now? No. You're gonna have to find this trail that you're blazing on your own, and you're gonna be glad you did, because you're gonna be the leader you wish you always had for somebody else. I think that is one of the best gifts you can give somebody, is if you've been through something and you've experienced the pain and the healing, if you can prevent someone else from going through those same things, what better gift can you give somebody? And is that not the purpose of all of our life lessons, people? To uplift humanity. Save somebody else from making those mistakes. Not that life lessons are always mistakes, but they tend to be. All right, we're pulling from Work Your Light. How can we pave our new path? Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? You're a natural born leader. So this paving a new path shouldn't be too difficult for you. Right? You're used to being in a leadership position. And if you're not, get used to it. That's your future. Highly sensitive people are the future. Okay. So we have 2 came out from the rose. The bud. Potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. Yes. So right along with forge, don't follow. Don't give up. We haven't even bloomed yet. We want to bloom. Potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. So don't give up. Your angels are saying that. The rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. It's going to take courage. It always does. Life would be exponentially boring if we weren't faced with challenges. Just putting it out there. Okay. So I think I want to move into, we've done the Starseed Oracles, Work Your Light, and the Rose by Rebecca Campbell. Let's go ahead and move into some Stone Oracles. Okay, we want to get a crystal intention. Whoa, that is way too many, Spirit. I know you want to teach us a lot, but let's chase the on message. Okay. Watermelon tourmaline. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me by focusing on divine love. On the back it says, open your heart to love. Feel unconditional love and support. Bridge the spiritual connection between heaven and earth. Increase romance. This all does have a very romantic energy to it, in the sense that you want something really bad. And if you don't have a special person in mind yet, I feel like they'll be entering your life soon. Usually my messages are in the very near future. All right, let's get a spirit animal. Sorry, I moved my marker. Mountain goat, Capricorn energy. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Okay, I'm getting a very specific message for at least one of you. You're letting somebody kind of push you around or bully you a little bit. And you're a really strong person. They're saying you're a force to be reckoned with, but for whatever reason you refuse to argue with this person that's been a bit tyrannical. Something to reflect on. Maybe it's not safe for you to speak up right now. We don't know all the details. But we are here to support you if that is you. Okay, let's get a Law of Attraction card. We know there's something out of balance, though, when we see that we're hoping for a miracle and we're struggling to surrender. That means we're reaching for something that's really hard to get. And if it's true love or soulmate, connection. That is a hard thing to get. Okay, next we have communication. This is from Law of Attraction. This is our focus. I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. Start asking Spirit for what you want out of life. Do not wait to the end of your life to start making requests. If your dream is to go to Italy and stay in a villa, start asking yourself, how long will it take me to save up for this trip? What do I need to do to prepare? Okay, so it's 5 years from now. Let me make a vision board. Let me look at flights 5 years from now, because they're posted, they exist. Put those dreams into action. Do not wait until you're 80. You're not going to get it done at 80. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our other stone oracle, which is the angel stone messages. Okay, that was relatively quick and painless. We have the angel of emotional balance. So we have the word balance coming out twice. Something is out of whack. It says, I am able to identify my feelings and resolve unsettling emotions. Negativity flows away effortlessly and lovingly. My emotional body is awash with positive energy, and I enjoy a sense of balance. Safe travel over or on water is a certainty. Aquamarine. You guys know I'm obsessed with aquamarine, right? It is like uber powerful. It says, are your emotions in turmoil? Are you feeling uneasy? Spend time at the water's edge to regain emotional balance. Clear away any negative energy you may have accumulated from unsettling conversations or negative internal dialogue. You guys know I make sleep satchels out of aquamarine. I get it rough from Pakistan. I put a little lavender in there and a selenite one to amplify the power of the aquamarine. I sell those for $6. Better sleep for $6. And if you want it shipped to you, it's $10. That's it. It's a pretty good deal. Aquamarine is great for self-soothing. If you're feeling a lot of anxiety, that's going to be a stone to gravitate towards. Okay, so we've done all of these. Let's, I think we should incorporate some tarot now. Now, if you guys are willing to bear with me, I'm going to try to pull from Spirit Song, which I might get stuck on a couple cards just because they're named differently, but let's see what we get. I would like 3 tarot cards. Okay, Queen of Acorns, that's the Queen of Wands. Okay, I just got a download to go outside, which has been coming up in private readings, so that means it's like a collective thing. You guys aren't spending enough time in the sunlight. We have the Moon, delays. And 10 of shells, that's the 10 of cups. Okay. The Queen of Wands, she is a leader. She loves animals. She's creative and fiery more than anything. And she does maintain a strict lockdown on what is right and what is wrong, because she is a leader and she's divinely feminine, and nature's her thing. And the moon tells me that this love, we're showing up as the Queen of Wands. We have so much fire pent up in us because we want this love or romance to work out. The moon is indicating delays, stress and anxiety delays. Also the divinely feminine energy, and then we have the 10 of shells, which is the 10 of cups, indicating a happy family situation. So we're headed in the right direction. This manifestation of love hasn't gone anywhere. we're probably just in this phase of the moon where we're experiencing the delay and it's uncomfortable. Okay, so let's get one of these James Van Praagh Soul's Journey cards. We have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That's right. And you have the courage to forge and not follow. Freedom. Listen, a soulmate connection shouldn't feel painful unless it's a twin flame. So if you're feeling Eight of Swords right now, which is self-imprisonment, the freedom is coming, but you have to have courage. I mean, pave a new path and warrior woman, answer your deepest calling. Spirit is saying this won't be easy, but there's so much promise. It's about to happen. Keep going and live courageously, because what we want for ourselves right now is freedom. And we see that promise in a potential partner. Okay, so let's get some Moonology. When can we expect to see a change? A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Christina. I'm just kidding. Somebody might want to Google that. A win-win outcome is forecast. So relax and surrender, please. This lets you know it's going to be okay. And your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So that might also be a significant time frame for you. But as it says, it's going to work out. Win-win forecast. All right, let's get a Keepers of the Light Oracle. I put some more complicated cards on the desk today. What will help the collective? What message do we need? Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's read about Krishna. Now, I know about Krishna because most of you know I'm married to an Indian. But let's pull it up. If I can remember the alphabet order. Okay, Krishna. It's K. There comes K comes after F, G, H. There he is. Krishna. Okay. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental or emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Hope was our first card. But there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Ugh, that's hard though when you're feeling love and like you're supposed to take other people's feelings into consideration. That's not always what we want to do. The highest good of all is not always the road we want to take. And so for Spirit to be asking that, then that's why you're going to be creating your own unique path where you're forging, not following. Because you're going to figure out how to do this in a way that's the highest good of all, but still obtain your goal. And you'll know what this is for you. Whereas I'm kind of giving you a broad spectrum of the messages coming through. I'm sure at this point by now you're like, oh yeah, it's this person, that person, this, you know, and let those things resonate for you. Okay, so next, let's move into some more tarot. We're gonna pull from the Modern Witch. All right, King of Cups. So that is our suitor. That is going to be a divinely masculine energy. But, you know, one of love. Okay, the Tower. Yeah. That's why it feels like it would take a miracle, and that's why you need to surrender, is because this is scary to you. It's scary. Wheel of Fortune. Once you let this Tower moment happen, things could take a turn for the better. They will. But you have to let the Tower fall. High Priestess, I'm right. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, they're saying when you make this change or transition that you're working towards, it will bring fortuitous financial turn of events. So make sure we're okay. They're saying you don't have to be so cautious financially because things are going to get better with finances soon. That could be a specific message for one of you. Let's get some more tarot cards. Yeah, an entire death and rebirth, which will come with the Tower falling. We don't have to do anything. When that Tower falls, what is no longer in alignment with you will fall away. And you have to, okay, yeah. In order to get to this new relationship you're trying to achieve, whether it's a work relationship or a romantic relationship, you're gonna have to walk away from something first. But this tells me you're meant to walk away because you're meant to follow your inspiration, inspired ideas, inspired action. Four of Cups. We don't want to walk away. We're scared. Yeah, and the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of dissatisfaction in the fact that this is going to be super difficult or scary, but what Spirit wants you to know is sometimes Tower moments happen every day and we don't even notice. The more you dwell on something negative happening as your outcome, the more likely you are to manifest that. So what we want to do is stay all times positive. Like, why wouldn't we be positive about our future if we're working on ourselves, right? That's a recipe for success. And we have the Six of Cups on the back of the deck, indicating the past, indicating that you guys have some trauma built up around love or relationships, and there's like a fear of abandonment happening. Okay, so I did want to pull a couple of astrological cards for you guys today. Let's just take two. And they gave me two. Okay, we have Scorpio and we have Ascendant. So let me get my handy dandy, what is it called? Arcana of Astrology book. Thank you, whoever put that in my brain. Okay. All right, the message for Scorpio here is Scorpio in a reading means it is time to get your emotions, mainly temper, in check. It is perfectly healthy to feel anger, but it is not healthy to be carrying it around with you day after day. You don't have to do that to yourself. Don't you deserve to feel happy? If you have been struggling to take the first step in changing your life, Scorpio is a welcome omen. Allow bad habits and negative thoughts to die, as this leaves room for newer and better things to flourish. This opportunity is a gift, and when you do take it, the whole world will open up. Keywords: death, rebirth, omens, mystery, transformation. Death, rebirth, transformation. Death, rebirth, transformation. It's in your cards. I don't think you can prevent this. This is something that isn't in line. This dream or goal that we're working our way towards isn't in alignment for you, even though we're dissatisfied with the way it's going to happen. All right, now let's go to the page for Ascendant. Bear with me. I think I just passed it. Nope, it's Mercury. Ascendant, where are you? Sorry guys, I should have bookmarked this, but I didn't. Okay, in a reading. When the Ascendant appears in a reading, it is telling you to be your most authentic self. You have so much to offer the world, and you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. Don't wait until your time here is almost over before you start actually living. Throughout life, we all encounter people who don't like us, and it isn't worth giving them a second thought. Put your energy into your own personal development, and the right people for where you are in your journey will find you. Keywords: authentic, mask, journey, life, filter, expression, interactions. I gotta tell y'all a story. My feelings got hurt the other day. We reached 400 group members, which was a big deal to me, of course. And it dropped down to $3.99 yesterday, and made Victoria sad. It's alright though. It's alright. No pressure. No pressure to be in the Tiger and Lotus Psychic Circle. Okay, so next let's get a feather. I know I'm being super random about the way I'm doing this today, but it's just what's coming to the surface. Okay, first card out is Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it right. So I'm going to put it right here next to the Tower card, because the Tower is what needs to fall in order for this new growth to occur. And don't we know it, right? All right, so let's get a Wisdom of the Chakra Oracle. Faith. I love it. I don't even need to read from the book, but I will. So it's going to tell a metaphorical story based on the situation you're going through, kind of like an analogy. Okay. Faith, royal purple brick. I am more than I think I am. The legend. Peggy is terrified. What have I been saying? You guys are terrified. Yeah, this is like a lofty goal or dream. Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she's holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. Inspiration. What frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Stop holding space for resistance. Let the damn tower fall. Personal inquiry. I have tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Key ideas: narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way. Keywords: gifts, muse, and fear. Muse. You know, it is my personal belief that we're all mirrored in the stars. As above is so below. Okay. Let's get, okay, here they are. I was like, where'd they go? A Green Witch Oracle. Vitality. Ooh, I like it. Juicy. It's a kind of a sexual word. Onions. Onions are actually really good for your libido. Really good for like curing illness. Like, incorporate onions into your diet. Like, just brush your teeth more often if you're worried about the bad breath thing. I'm like the most random psychic there is. Okay, vitality number 32. The fig. Oh, it's a fig. I thought it was a red onion. See? I'll show you up close. That's a fig. Figs are very sexual in like Greek and Roman art. Okay. Oracle meaning. Fig will show you that you can and should look at what you have and what is going on with new eyes. Every single day gives us all the chance of a fresh beginning, but you will need to jump up and work for it. New life experiences are on offer, and clarity will shine upon opportunities as well. Someone may be about to bring trouble to your sphere, so make sure you protect yourself. Woo! Okay, that's a warning. But we know it's coming because we see it right here in our tarot. The tower needs to fall. Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap it up with the Moonology manifestation and then some soul trees. Okay. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. I'm not even going to pull the book on that. What was our second card that came out in this reading? Surrender. That's the same thing. Let go, surrender, surrender, or let go. They're the same thing. Okay? Don't make it more complicated than it is. All right. So let's get some keywords. Transformation. Absolutely. If we're going through a death and a rebirth, we will be going through a transformation. Balance. That only was said like 6 or 7 times. Fluorite will help you guys stay balanced. If you need a fluorite necklace, let me know. I can have that done in a week. Teach. Okay, if you're feeling overly anxious, something that you can do that might help you feel better is to teach others. Maybe even if it's your child, ask them if they want to learn how to cook chicken noodle soup. I don't know. Like, occupy your mind. It will keep you from going in circles and spiraling. Break free. If you don't let this tower fall, you will be 8 of Swords forever. I hope that scares you enough to break free. Tranquility. Okay, they're showing me the card Sacred Space. Make sure you have an altar in your house, like where you keep your crystals and candles or religious, like texts. You want to have a sacred space in your house. Maybe it's where you keep your house plants, but it's a place where you can retreat to for prayer and meditation. It's really, really, really necessary. I mean, we knew so much more way back when, hundreds of years ago, than we do now, and it's phenomenal. Science thinks the opposite. Truth. This is the truth. You can't change the circumstances here. Okay, I'm gonna take them. Oh, there's 4. Oh well. Heal heart and spirit. Yep. Healing journeys are unique. Don't put your healing journey on someone else. Emerging. You're only just beginning to feel this new cycle. And I think you're excited about it, but you're scared shitless. Reconnect with spirit. Open that crown chakra and let spirit show you the way. Listen to your gut feelings and your intuition. That is your spirit guides and angels taking you where you need to go. But if you are blocked from receiving because you are afraid, then you cannot hear your guides and angels. And then we have change. You'll have to change this about yourself. You tend to block. As an empath, you block because you're afraid. And when we do that, we block positive things from coming into our lives. And that we don't want to do that anymore. We're tired of that, aren't we? Okay. So to end the reading, I'm going to do a final energy check and then a motivational manifesto. I know you guys thought it was almost over, but now it is. Okay, I want 2 tarot cards to represent our energy. All right, 7 of Swords. And 8 of Wands. back of the deck. 5 of Cups. You are gonna self-sabotage, but I see fast-paced change, and I know you're lonely. That's what this whole thing is about, is trying to fix a relationship, most likely with a romantic partner, unless it resonates to you otherwise. You're on the verge of self-sabotaging because you just need anything to happen. And what Spirit is saying is surrender. Just surrender. Let go. Surrender and let go. Okay. We're going to wrap it up with a motivation manifesto card. If this resonates, please get a private reading. $5 off full and $60 masters if this resonates with you and you need a reading. All right. Let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer. My darlings, my loves, please step into your inner power and don't be afraid to let the tower fall, to let the rebirth happen, to walk away, because so much better is waiting for you on the other side. That is what I hope you take away from this. On that note, you guys, I am sending you all my love and light. I will be at Donut Distillery on Sunday. I hope to see you guys there. Come by and see me, East Nashville. Namaste, sending you loads of love and light.